Hello guys, Brad here with another fragrance review. Today I want to talk about Burberry Weekend. A little sample here. I got this from a Beauty Encounter. It was a pretty cheap sample, so I figured why not. I think Burberry has some pretty good fragrances, and I tried I think 4 different ones from them before this one. So I figured why not give this one a shot and see how I feel about it. Um, this one came out in 1997 and is classified as a citrus fragrance. Top notes, we have a lot of citrus notes here. Bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon, grapefruit, pineapple, and melon. Middle notes of ivy leaves, sandalwood, and oak moss. And in the base, amber and honey. At base notes, 36 positives, 18 neutrals, and 22 negatives. So this one actually seemed to have sort of a love-hate experience at base notes and other websites. In my opinion, yeah, this one I wasn't too impressed with. I probably wasn't even gonna get the sample unless I found it cheap, and that was the case here. I think when I saw amber and honey in the base, I figured, yeah, it's probably not gonna be my thing because I don't really like fragrances too sweet. But actually, this one isn't really that sweet. It does have sort of like a semi-sweet, syrupy, fruity quality to it in the opening. Kind of reminds me of like that canned fruit cocktail syrup, that kind of a fruitiness to it. And then as it toned down a little bit in the top, the middle notes came out. It did have like a sort of a leafiness to it. I actually picked up on a pepper accord more so than a sandalwood and oak moss. Maybe the honey kind of made everything kind of smell different. It does have a bit of a floral aspect as well, even though there's no florals mentioned. Again, maybe that's the honey, the nectar, or whatever, giving it a bit of a floral aspect. So this one easily could be unisex, I think. Not a real rich base or anything like that with the amber honey. So basically what I kind of get here, take some ivy leaves, sprinkle some pepper over them, and then drizzle a little bit of like a syrupy fruitiness over top. I guess lemon and grapefruit are the fruits that most people mention with this one. Although there are so many, it's not a real distinct citrus that I'm getting here. Plus the honey kind of gives it this sort of a strange syrupy feel as well. Um, like I said, I didn't really care for this one. At times, I found it a little bit strange smelling and almost on the borderline gross at points. Sometimes I wondered if I had a bad sample or something. But it was wearable. I worked 2 days. No complaints, no compliments really that I can remember. So a barely passable fragrance in my mind. Smell, I give it 5 out of 10. I think, even though I find this one kind of a youthful fragrance, so I would dock it for that. I think there are other youthful fragrances that I would probably wear over this one, even like Chrome or Chrome Legend or Ed Hardy's Love and Luck. I think would all be more my thing than this one. Maybe it's just me, but I thought it kind of smelled a little bit like Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue because it had like a peppery floral aspect to it. Never smelled a Calvin Klein 1, CK1, so can't really say if it reminded me of that or not. Projection longevity, I didn't find this one to be real strong, kind of a moderate projection, but the longevity was surprising. It's one of those fragrances that even at the end of the day, you can still kind of pick up on it. So I'm going to say 8 out of 10 for projection longevity. Uniqueness, about a 7 out of 10. After a while, it didn't kind of, smell very unique or anything. Just citrus and some green notes and whatever. Versatility, 6 out of 10. More of a spring-summer fragrance. Certainly don't see myself wearing this in the winter or anything like that. And, I wouldn't even probably bother with it if I had a bottle. It'd probably kind of find itself being pushed to the back of the shelf. Price point, Fragrance Net, you get the 50 ml bottle for about $31, which is a pretty reasonable price. So 9 out of 10 for that. Overall, though, because it just didn't suit me, 5 out of 10, just barely passable. Kind of a strange, honeyed, citrus green note fragrance with a little bit of something like a pepper maybe the oak moss or something coming through. Pass for me. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Burberry Weekend. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.